I'm Laura Legwarmer, and tonight in the studio we're talking to Cheek, Spike, and Jack from the Penetrators, whose new video, Teenage Lifestyle, you saw on Music Cues a little while back. How y'all doing? Welcome to the studio.
Thanks for having us on, Laura.
Our pleasure. Let's talk about your new album.
Okay, well, our new album is coming out on Venus Records. It's going to be called Masters of Basement Rock, or was it Kings of Basement Rock? We're still working on the title. And it's basically 60s rock and roll, which is where we've always been at and where people seem to be coming back to.
How did you come up with Venus Records? Where are they from?
Venus Records has been one of our biggest supporters ever since we started recording. They are a small label out of New York City, and they've been very helpful in promoting our first product, and now they're just taking us.
We initially had our own record company called Fred Records that we pressed the records, sold them ourselves, did everything from start to finish. Venus was one of the companies that bought a huge portion of these records and featured us in their monthly little magazine they put out, and basically were very supportive of our product.
So they took you on, they were distributing your record at that point as opposed to actually releasing
it. Exactly. We built up a good relationship with them, and around a year ago we just sent a feeler out to them we've always had a good relationship. Would you be interested in financing and putting out an album with us? You know, we sent it out to several people, in fact, and they responded positively. They're a new growing label. I don't know, probably most people haven't heard of them. They're very involved with the new Johnny Lydon release of Public Image. That's their hot baby right now. They've also got an album coming out featuring the new band of Wayne Kramer of the MC5 is gigging around with Johnny Thunders of the New York Dolls. They've got an album, and a live album featuring those two is coming out shortly on Venus. So we're like the number 3 release on their list right now.
You're in good company there.
It's a very elite group.
Yeah. Where is this album recorded?
In my basement, basically. It's why we call it Basement Rock. And recorded it over a period of about 5 or 6 years, starting back in 1976. And that's why, back when that whole movement started in 1977, the punk rock, back to the basics movement, well, we just kind of saw that as a movement that reflected our own ideals, because we've always been promoting back to the 60s kind of music.
Hello, boys and girls. This is Spike Penetrator of Fred Records telling you to buy those records and buy those tapes.
Once I was a bad boy, I got kicked around. Tried to earn some money to bring you all this sound. Talk about the winner and keep it on the run. Now your piece of paper, babe, gon' get you done. Shopping bags, shopping bags. Live your life in a shopping bag. Shopping bag, shopping bag. Spend your life in a shopping bag. Then I went to Apple, hung out with my friends. Grabbed ourselves some burgers and sat down in the den. I had named up Bundas and posed a bunch of queers. I heard somebody shatter and her bag of dicks. Shopping bag, shopping bag. Live your life in a shopping bag. Shopping bag, shopping bag. Spend your life in a shopping bag. Chuck's a mean guitar, but he don't know talent. He ain't make me a star. I've seen all the judges and that unknown kind
let's talk about some of those future plans that you have for the band.
Well, okay, in chronological order, I guess, when the album hits, we're going to be playing Central New York very heavy, but Venus is also going to be hooking us up with a lot of key live dates in the metropolitan New York City area. Assuming things go well with all that, we're seriously considering doing another video from this Greatest Hits Venus album, kicking around the possibility of doing the #1 band in town track video. I see a lot of potential for that.
Curtis Seals, who I know won't be playing with you, has moved on to Seattle. Was in town recently. He's
Very
been
much
doing
so.
some recording and working on projects of his own.
He's working with former Frank Zappa alumnus Jeff Simmons and his rhythm and blues bands out there. Curtis has become a leading exponent of the rhythm and blues of the 50s revival. That seems to be a big thing for all of us. As we keep trying to write new music, we keep finding that we're going back into our roots, more or less. And for him, apparently that's the 50s R&B, coasters, drifters, things like that.
You want to talk a little bit about the background of the Teenage Lifestyle video?
Well, that's Linda's forte.
Well, basically, it was all filmed and edited by Jack and I in our basement. We got the band together, and we just played and did our thing. And the basic theme of the Teenage Lifestyle, as you'll see from the video, is basically teenagers and how they cope with puberty and the whole adolescent bit, and having your mom tell you when to get back home and trying to deal with your parents and that whole thing.